Hello. So quiet here all by myself tonight. Wait for a few people to jump in the room. Bonnie and Kristen were already in the chat. How is everyone tonight? Almost. Oh, well, my tablet's just turned back on, so that's a good sign. So, hello. I'm going to turn my fan on, get some air moving. My favorite new device. It is a cordless fan. Loved it in Houston. Doing pretty good. It's just been a long day. Tuesdays this year, this fall, have been long because we do LEFSA at the lodge. But today was the last LEFSA day of the year. So at least that's the plan. Unless they change the plan on me. You just never know what they're going to do sometimes. So, who knows? But hi, Jason. Hey, Kristen. How are y'all doing? Looking forward to seeing everybody this weekend. That's the other thing that's going on is I have tonight and tomorrow to finish getting ready for loading up for my second Scandi show up in Denver. The setup is Thursday for me. Hey, Gail. Good to see you. There's Jeff in the chat. Miss Cindy B, welcome. Good to see you. So yeah, we're finishing up. I have to finish loading a couple boxes in all reality. Get a few more things in the car to top off the booth before I go up to a show in Denver, and then we leave for our 2-week trip to Alabama. So I got to get that a little bit straightened up and freshened up as well, since I put a bunch of Christmas in it last week. Not enough Christmas has sold over the week. Big surprise to warrant me getting more tubs of Christmas to take into the booth this week. I'll just freshen it up, put some more smalls in. Hi, Mom. How are ya? Good to see ya. So yeah, and then we gotta flip it around and unload and get ready for our trip, which we have a day to do that, so that's not a big deal. But we'll just unload it all, and then all we have to put in is our luggage, and we'll be out the door. So hopefully then the plan will be, as always, to have some on the road Tuesday night sales. The first one will be, so we'll just be a day or two out. So we'll probably be somewhere between Colorado and Tennessee. And hopefully we'll have found some goodies by then to bring you some on the road treasures. We're back to our regular scheduled program of what did Becky find these last couple weeks? Since I had a night of, hi, Kathy, good to see you. We had the Pixie Mushroom sale. I had a sale with Steven, and now we're back to going through my thrifting piles to see what has come up in Colorado Springs. So, yes, on the road treasures are always fun. I did try and unload for you all, so you didn't have to listen to all the paper tonight. I just have a few bags and things to undo. I have several things, I have piles here, and I have some books that need to go out probably as soon as I get back in my booth. So, haircut before I leave. I got a haircut like 3 weeks ago, Kathy. So I know I was like, oh, it kind of feels long, but I don't have one scheduled till the beginning of December now. It's fine in the front. You know, it all grows differently every single time I get a haircut. You never can tell, quite frankly, what's going to grow faster than the other. All of this grows faster for me. Who knows why? Crazy hair. So yeah, we have 16 people in the room. I'm Becky's Vintage Viking Treasures. If you're here, you probably know who I am. We're in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Thank you for joining us tonight. For anybody who's new or popping in, I do live sales here on YouTube. I do in-person shows, and I have a booth in Colorado Springs at the American Classic Marketplace. They changed their name too. I was like, when did that happen? They changed it to American Classic. I don't know if they added Emporium or if they took off Marketplace, but it now has Emporium on the sign that's on Academy on the main drag. And I don't know when they did that. Might have been when we were gone to in September. I just didn't notice it. I don't recall getting any information about it, which they don't have to check with the vendors for that kind of thing to happen, but I just found it interesting that they changed the name a little bit. So that's kind of the plan. I'm trying not to do too much Christmas, but the books, the little kid books that I have, I wanted to do because I wanted you guys to have a chance at them before they went out at the booth, because otherwise it won't be until, say, the week before Thanksgiving, and then it gets crazy as to how much Christmas is still anybody really warranted or interested in. So, hi Stephanie, good to see you. How are you tonight? So I figured I'd do is just kind of get all this right in front of me ready to go before we headed out here. And then I would pull up the next round after we got through that. Kristen Ruby, Thrifted Gems in the chat, is our moderator this evening. Thank you so much for having me again tonight. I appreciate your help as always. She has some... They've been selling on Whatnot. So if you want to throw in the chat, Kristen, whatever you got going on, I'd be more than happy to let people know where to find you at. If you have that off the top of your head, go for it. And what else? I pulled a whole bunch of stuff over here, and then I'm like, it doesn't look like enough, but I always feel like I don't have enough. So we don't have a lot. I'm working on it, guys. I totally am working on it. We're working the plan. Doing the once a week sales, off to the booth, all that thing. It's a slow and steady process. And then with the seasons changing, boy, it kind of mixes things up a little bit. So it throws us for a little bit of a loop, and you just don't know, what normal isn't normal anymore when we get to this time of year. So, all right. Other thing is, I had a sale. I was on a sale with, there we go. That's what Kristen has going on. She's on all the Whatnot stuff. Yep. Search for Thrifted Gems, and you should be able to find her there. I'm probably going to do that soul searching, figure out what I want to do after the end of December, how we want to proceed, if we want to carry on. I'm getting a little bit, it's this time of year. I'm getting a little burnt out on the every week stuff, but I know I have to be consistent. And if nothing else, I'm not consistent with my edited videos. So I'm trying to be consistent with this. So, did we get Kathy's goblins? Oh, yes, I did. I don't know. I haven't looked to see if she sent me an invoice for them. Yes, but I told her I wanted them. They're Nessas. They're Norwegian gnomes. They are a little bit mischievous, but I have one up there, but I don't think you guys can see it. No, you can only see its toes way up there. So, yeah, this time of year just gets super, super busy, and it's important to finish strong and do all the things through the holidays. But then there's 10 more, things on top of a regular that we all have to do. So, I'm just kind of like, okay, who's making dinner tonight, Jeff? Because it's not me. Where are we going? Something's got to give somewhere. So, so basically on that note, we're gonna keep working the plan, working the program. Hi Sherry, good to see you. And just do it. So I will be, oh well, that's where I was going. I was on Trisha's channel, Sandy and Otto, Saturday night. So if there's anything that crosses over for invoices, I will combine those from last Saturday and tonight's for shipping and everything. I don't know. Sometimes we have crossover buyers, sometimes I don't. I was just waiting on that to do all the invoicing all at once. Excuse me. Speaking of which, Slim's Chickens made dinner, and we only got home about 45 minutes ago, so pardon me. I'm sorry. Invoicing will be on PayPal. So I will, that's the other thing. I'm going to have to try and get that done probably Wednesday night because I'm setting up on Thursday and I have the show Friday and Saturday in Denver. So if invoices are paid by Saturday to Sunday, I will get those shipped out. I ask that you keep, that we all keep up and present with all of that stuff so there's not a big lag behind it. It's really hard to keep track of. So the only time I generally keep open boxes will be for my 12 Days of Christmas sale, and that will be coming up in December from the 11th through the 22nd. And I do all those 12 days in a row, and I keep those open boxes, and I invoice all at once. Or no, I invoice, along the way, and then the last invoice will have the shipping of all the items total to have it all together. So sometimes there can be multiple invoices with that, but we'll talk about that one later as we get down the road. So, shipping is through Pirate Ship and estimates through Pirate Ship and PayPal. I try and pass on as much of that discount that they give us onto everybody else as you guys as we go. I know I told somebody that there's some weird overestimates happening occasionally because of the increases that have been happening. And even though you estimate it with the weight and the destination, sometimes it just doesn't come up right. The estimate doesn't come up right. So if it's really off, I keep track of it, and I have a couple of those, and those people have been told that they have shipping credits with me. So Kristen is modding. Any questions you have, throw them in the chat. I will probably then, after we get back from our trip, which would be, let's see, it's 2 weeks from now. I'll probably do some Christmas right there before Thanksgiving. So that'll kind of be that plan, because I have some Fenton Christmas and some glass trees that I've set aside for that. I'm trying not to hoard too many piles because it's just easier for us to go through it as soon as I find it. And it's just kind of fun of, what did I find this week? Seems to work best for me. So I think we've covered the majority of it. If you have any questions, throw them in the chat. Kristen can answer them. I can answer them. Anybody who knows can answer them. And with that, I think we're pretty close to all the things and stuff. How are you guys doing up there in Denver? They're telling us we might have some rain or snow tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to loading the last few boxes in the rain, but hopefully it will be short-lived. I don't think there's much precipitation or much water coming our way. So, all right, I'm just going to start with what's right in front of me. I know it's getting a little chilly at night, but it's still been beautiful in the 60s and 70s during the day. We've been spoiled this September and October. So, but first snow for Colorado Springs in town is usually by Halloween, unfortunately for all the trick-or-treaters. But yeah. Yeah, oh. You have one of those beepers you can turn on the car. I have to remember that in the wintertime to leave all the heat and everything and all the blowers on. So I turn on the car from inside and let it all warm up for me to go out there and get in it. That's been one of the really great features of the newer vehicles. I love it. So that and I have to say I'm kind of warming up to those heated seats. They sure feel good on those cold mornings. So, oh well, that's not too bad. Yeah, you're in the 70s too. It's been gorgeous. So, all right. I'm going to offer, just start out here with, I found two, a fall book, which is Leaves. These are the board books. And this one is Peekaboo Ghosts. $3 choice. I would put these out at $4 each at my booth. I love having the board books. Everybody's got a little somebody in their life, usually. We've been having great nieces and nephews. We've had third, fourth cousins all the time recently here. So I've been picking up the really fun board books. And this one is just all about leaves and fall. The author is David Ezra Stein. And this one is called Peekaboo Ghost, which has, oh yeah, so it's got like openings in some of the pages to see from one page to the next. Just a cute little story. So it helps me just decide where it goes next. Off to the booth if you guys don't claim it. I have two copper. Hi, Laura. Good to see you. Oh, I don't have a heated steering wheel. Do I? Oh, yeah, I do. I forgot I had a heated steering wheel. Yeah, after you scrape all the snow and frost off, those feel really great. I forgot about that. I have to tell you, the one thing I like to use my heated seats for is after I've loaded a show and my back is hurting, I turn on those heated seats and it just helps those muscles just chill right out. So, copper cookie cutters. I have one gingerbread, one snowman style. These will be $3 choice here. They're probably $4 or $5 at the booth. This one is really thick. It's almost twice as heavy as the gingerbread one. So I'm going to try and go a little quick. If there's something that I miss, we'll come back to it. Not, I don't want to sit and linger on them necessarily. I found another set of the nesting dolls. I believe this one is $5. So I would probably have it for $25 at my booth, and I can start it for $18 here. And she is pink with florals, glitter, pastel colors, yellow, purples, blues, greens, pink, obviously. And it says Finley on the bottom. So I'll open it up. We'll see. Here's number 2. Maybe match them up as we go. Get the full effect. Number 3. Hello, Maritza. How are you doing today? This is number 4. And number 5 is the itty bitty one in the inside, and it is just an inch tall. The largest one is 4 1/4 down to 1 inch. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Here's how they look nested. The little one in the middle. There's all 4. So, oh, good. I'm glad. That one was fun with all the kittens on it. And we had Deborah in at 18. That's awesome. Thank you, Deborah. I've never found so many of these other this fall. I've seen tons of them, which is really cool. I forgot to get sticky notes. And we'll try this and this, just in case we need black lights. Now we have all the things. So, okay, Miss Cindy, you got it. This is a 5-piece. We can count this down for whoever it was, and I'll make note of it. 5-piece nesting doll. That's what we want. What is that? 18. And then that was Cindy B. the gingerbread man cookie cutter at 3. Perfect. Thank you both. Deborah. There we go. All right. That with the cookie cutter so he doesn't run off to the booth. There we go. I have been also working on my list for the 12 days of Christmas. I am looking ahead, preparing for that. It's been kind of fun to say, well, I've done this before, but I want to do it again. I have a owl. It is a souvenir from Jamaica. He is wooden, the black lacquer, and then that kind of Mexico style dot painting in the traditional Jamaican green, yellow, and red colors. He has a $10 start. You can see the grain of the wood there at the bottom. He is 8 inches tall and about 3 inches across and about 1.5 inches deep. And he has been next to my desk for a while, and I want to send him to the booth, and I keep forgetting him to tell you about him. Booth box. Got it. Okay. There hasn't been a lot of glass lately at the local stores. I haven't found anything huge. We found some really different stuff. I don't know who's made this. It's not marked. It's kind of an apricot, light amber color, sugar and creamer set. Has a little bit of sticker residue, but I can get that off. Very clear, has the little 3 stripes detailing. I would start it for $8 here for you all. Probably go for about 12 in the booth. This would kind of help show the color a little bit better. Not really amber. It's more of an orangey apricot, I would call it. Amber to me is, yeah, it's definitely more of an orange. But would go great with for fall table setting or tea. And again, it is uncommon that I find both the sugar and the creamer because they like to separate everything nowadays. Why, I don't know. But that's going to go in the booth box. Let's see, do I get any? Oh, it does under $3.95. It does have a slight glow in it is casting a reflection into the camera, into the oranges. Not under the $3.65. The under the 3. One of them doesn't do it. The $3.65 does. The $3.95 does not. Sorry. Keep them straight, Becky. Hi, Becky. Good to see you. Yep. Even I got a cake plate and I brought it home and I was like, I'm going to try and fix because somebody re-glued the stand to the plate. And I'm looking at it going, this is not the original stand. So, it may just stay the way it is. So, it's too hard to find some of those pieces once you have gone or it broke in the first place, and that's how they fixed it so it wouldn't, so they could still use it. This is one of those little itty bitty minis that come in those balls that are like the mini brands like this. I bought a couple because I finally found them. So here's like a show and tell. I got the retro ones. I thought that looked kind of fun to open. So this is a mini brands Moana, $2. She's the Disney Moana doll in the box. That is 2 inches tall and about 1 inch wide. Can we see without a reflection on her face? Kind of. There she is. I think some of these mini brands are amazing, the detail that they've got done on them between the item itself and then the packaging. Just super cool. It's brilliant marketing. Just like all the baseball cards. You never know what you're going to get until you open it up. And that's why everybody keeps buying them all, because they want to look for, certain ones and certain items. I'm going to open this up quick so I can have a bigger chat too, just in case we need it. Okay, maybe it'll let me in. Let me in. It's thinking. All right. Next up, I have a Colorado barista, the Starbucks coffee company. They made these barista stuffed plush. They made them for all the states, a couple of the big cities. They were the blue hoodie series that they did throughout the years. $8 start. They usually go anywhere from 12 to, for the really popular ones that people are searching for, they go crazy. But they all have the little blue hoodie and then a t-shirt on underneath, the Centennial State, and then little khaki cargo pants on with the Starbucks Coffee Company logo patch on the foot and the barista hat on that matches the. They're originally $14.95 too at the stores. Back, I don't know, 8 years or so, I got a big lot of these of all different cities and states, and I'm down to, I think, the last 2 in my booth. But I found this one that said Colorado, and I haven't seen this one for a while. So again, this is a great souvenir to put in the booth. I have one vintage Tupperware canister. This is the smallest or the second to the smallest size. It's a single. At my house, this holds powdered sugar, because and growing up, that's what it held in Mom's kitchen. So $6 for the single canister. It is 6 inches tall and 5 inches across at the top. This is what I grew up with. We have a brown sugar one, a powdered sugar one. I don't think we ever used the really big ones. But as soon as I got my own kitchen, I sought some of these out so I could have the exact same thing, because they work great growing up. So that's what I was used to. And that is, you could twin me and Mom for what we have in our kitchens. And they still have really good seals on them. That push in the middle ones. Snap them shut. All right. I'm going to go over here. I want them to fall off. I had this one out for Trisha's sale on Saturday night. I'm going to take it off the glass so you can see it, because the glass has just such a big glare. This is a vintage jewelry tree someone has put together. $20 start. It is in a 9 by 11 frame, and it is 2.5 inches deep. Yep. You do what works. I tried some other ones and I'm like, no, I don't like this. It just doesn't feel right. I want Tupperware ones. I want the vintage ones, for that matter. So someone got a shadow box, or repurposed a shadow box, and put in, this is a pendant at the top. We have all sorts of different jewelry and beads. This is a barrette and a scarf clip, where a scarf would kind of go through there on a necklace. All together, I think they did a really good job. It's a great presentation. Up close, you can see a little bit, especially on the camera. You can see a little bit that needs to be cleaned off on the black felt. You can see some pins. There's a pine cone. Some of those pearl beads. I think is this one and that one are the same. A few little holly leaves in there. A couple of those red berries. None of it glows under a black light, but if you hit it with a black light, you can see the hot glue. I know, I tried earlier. What you see, what you see is the glue in the background, and the pearls all have a bit of a glow. They always do because it's like white at a roller rink. So, but the only thing that does fluoresce is this bead section here. And I think it's a shell that's been dyed. I'm gonna be able to see any of it. Nope, it's just gonna blast it. Yeah, it's just blowing it out. It has a little bit of a pink fluoresce to it. But I think part of that is because it's the pearlized portion of the shell, and then there's the dye in it. Oh, you know what these are? I said they were berries. They're the Hi-Ho Cheerio pieces from the kids' game right here. You can see the stem on it there. There's another one, two, three, four of those in there. I don't know what he's doing. There's a little golfer. There's this golfer charm right there. There's another one of them down here. So they tried to use the pairs. It is a good presentation. And it's a small one. So that's kind of why I got it, because I thought it was a reasonable size. Some of those huge ones, people want so much money for because they've used a large amount of vintage jewelry on. And I mean, if you want like multiple ones in a display, this would be a great one to just have, with trees and everything. You could take out the glass if you wanted to, but the glare on that is something else. But so 2 inches wide, and it's 9 by 11. All right. I wouldn't be able to do that good of a job. It's not my forte. Oh, hey, Mom, are you still watching by chance? Let me know in the chat. Okay, next up, I have some Syracuse China ramekins. Oh, I betcha they would be easier. I do like the beads where they make it like the garland on the trees, though. These are the mid-mod diamond pattern of the Syracuse China, and they are the ramekin bowls. I can't get that sticker out of there without soaking it. I have 6 of these available. The only ones I was able to find to try and find out comps on it, they had them at $28 each, which I thought was crazy, but cool at the same time. These are 3 inches across. They're almost like a square shape. They're a little bit flat on these two sides. And they are, this one cracked. I only unwrapped one. Oh, that might be a crack on this one. I have 6 though, and I only unwrapped one to show you, and they're 2 inches tall. So I figured I would do, I'd go about $8 a piece here for you guys, and probably put 12 to 15 on them at the booth. But they are that genuine old restaurant wear. But I love the lime green and the turquoise, and then that orange. Not my favorite part, but I like the turquoise and the lime green. I was like, are those new? Are they old? When I picked them up and then saw Syracuse, I knew that they were the old restaurant wear. And there were plates and other things made in this pattern as well. So I'm gonna, let's see, did they, no, I think that's just it doesn't go all the way through. So I think that's just a surface crack. It may be where, sometimes when you wash the dishes, that some of the food stains, especially where there's a crack and it comes in contact with the unglazed portion. So that may be over the years where that has a little staining on an exterior phrase like that. All right. Did mom didn't answer me. Okay. No worries. I have 2 available. These are the clear Pyrex They are number 019. They are 600 milliliters for oven and microwave, no stove top. It says or broiler. Okay. They're the older ones because you can see the wear on the bottom. I do not have the lids for them though. I don't know if I'm guessing they originally had a lid, but they're a nicer small size. They're not as big as the mini ones I've had in the past. So let's do a $4 start, because without the lids, that would be where you'd probably be up to $8 or $10. But in the clear, they are 7 inches from handle to handle and 5.5 inches across here. They are 2 inches deep. Let's see. So yeah, you're reading the Pyrex portion through the bottom. Oh, that doesn't help any, but it's right, of course, right in the reflection right there. Looks like number 30 right here at the bottom. And then it also says 20 ounces. They say the same thing? They don't say the same thing. They are the same size. So just for grins and giggles, this one says 019 and then 60 milliliters Pyrex on the bottom. And this one says 019 20 ounces, number 30, made in the USA. They must have been made at different times, but I think they made it to the store together. I have a size that's just a little bit smaller than this at the booth that I have shown before. And I think those ones had lids on them. All right. I'm going to do choice on these two. We can start them at let's start at $8. They're Disney figurines. So it says Disney Japan on the bottom. And this one says Disney Japan. And we have the rescuers. And I think his name is Jacques Bianca. And don't remember their names. They are approximately 3.5 inches tall and about 2 by 2. Both ceramic. Hi, Suzical. Welcome. Good to see you. He does have a slight miss of the cold paint that is red there, but I think with a little bit of a touch up of some Sharpie, he would be just fine. So these have some age to them. Bob Newhart, Jaja. Oh yes, Jaja Gabor was the voice of Bianca. Oh, was Bob Newhart the other voice? Okay. Don't remember his name though. As soon as I took him up to the counter, she's, oh, blah, 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 blah. And I went, oh, yeah, I think so. But it's been a while since I watched that movie. And then Bernard, there it is. Good job, Kristen. You get a point. And then the other one I have, someone wrote on the bottom, happy 26th birthday. Love, Winnie. 8/6/1990. And it's marked Gus, Disney Japan. And he is one of the Cinderella mice. So $8 start for him as well. He does have a little bit of his cold paint missing on his blue hat, but his nose and his face are pretty good. Again, there's his Disney trademark. Somebody got him as a birthday present. What, 35 years ago? But I can't leave these little guys behind. He's 2.5 inches tall, 2 3/4 inches tall. He's probably, yeah. He fits within a 2x2 square. All of his nose and hips and tail and everything fit within that. Last time I had, I think, Donald and Daisy and somebody else. So there must have been somebody who was slowly putting out their collection of Disney figurines at the same store. All right. I had one of these eggs. I have hobby eggs, hobbyist painted eggs. They're ceramic. I had one with a mushroom on it that I used on my Pixie mushroom sale. I have 5 choices. Let's do $2 choice. I'll probably put them at 3 or 4 at the booth. They're just fun for filling a basket. This style egg with the design or the texture in it, I have with the greens and gold glaze, and I have it in the white with the green and yellow flecks. So those have the 3D design in them. They're kind of hard to see on the white, but it's in there under the glaze. And they have the holes at the bottom, so they can stand up this way if you want them to on the surface. And I have a plain. It's more of a, I guess it's kind of an off-white with little brown flecks, like a speckled egg. It also has the hole at the bottom for standing up. This one reminds me kind of those robin egg style. Now this one has a 3D flower that has been painted. I don't know what that is. That comes off. But normally the hole is on this end, but with this flower one, the hole is on the small end, and it takes a little bit more to get that one balanced. But if you're going to fix, just fill up a basket full of them, it won't matter. And the last choice is the one with the bow with the ribbon around it, and its hole from this being made is on the flat side in that nice pastel green and white colorway. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Mom used to have a whole bunch of that kind of stuff when she was teaching. We see way too many robin's eggs end up in our yard, but sometimes they're from when they hatch. And you see a half an egg left in the yard after it blows out of the nest. More than likely after the bird is hatched, though. Oh, funny. Oh my goodness. All right. I found a goodie this trip. I have an angel. The name of the design is Angel Fall. What it says? I did get my eyes checked. I can see things better, except for when it is the same color on color when we're trying to see all the little details. Angel Face. This is a Glass Eye Studio 2006 paperweight. I need to start this at I think it needs to start at $30. So you can see this is the bottom. So it's a spherical paperweight with a slice here for the base and a slice to see into the flower. Pastel purple to a dark violet color in the middle. The opening on the top is about 1.5 inches, and the base is 1-inch slice. Let's see if we can get it is etched on the bottom. Where is it? Here it is. So it says Angel Face That should be the name of this designer pattern. And then there is the acid etch GES for Glass Eye Studio. And the now it looks like 03 on the base of it. The whole paperweight itself is about 2¼ inches across. And let's see if we can again get it to show up without that glare. Glass Eye Studio is so clear. It's so vibrant on their colors. This is the side view. That's where the flower starts. And yep, there's the bottom again. So about yay big. I do like that they do the slice on it because then you can see the pattern without the glass is it the refraction where it makes it bigger or whatever and magnifies the inside. You can still see that effect on the side, but it's also nice to see a direct cut of what's inside without the distortion of the glass. But beautiful colors and clear glass. I know, Ma, but it's a floral, so it's not usually up here in your alley. So, oh, speaking of which, the bag that you were trying to find that you did it have salt and pepper shakers in it, a perfume, and a tree? If it did, I found it. I don't know how it got to my house. Maybe you handed me 2 bags at once. But it's here at my house, so I don't have to worry about looking for it anymore. Okay. Next up, thank you, Gail. They had a whole basket full of the China reproduction or the mass produced. They all said that on the bottom of them at today where I was at. They took a giant basket and filled it with foam peanuts and then put all the paperweights in it up front for everybody to look at. I'm not sure that's any safer than having them on the shelf, but I guess up front where they can keep an eye on them is a way to go. So, all right. I have a teapot. I'd like to start it at probably 24. I'm guessing it should be somewhere between $35 and $45 at a show. I'm going to show you the bottom first where it says patent applied for. Brand, Drawn, Felter, China, and then I don't know what the other trademark thing is. Ohio. FRAUN, so Fraun, Felter, FELTER. The diamond in the middle says Ohio and then China. So this is US made. Here is the silhouette. It is fantastic silhouette. That orangey red color. And then the chrome on the handle. You can see there's a little bit of wear of that. The chrome on the stripe between the colors. The chrome on the spout. And then around the top. And this is what I think even makes it. There is a slight chip right there. But the shape and this little feature right here, it slides out. There's a little stopper here on the handle, and you lift up and pull it out. And this is how the lid sits in that little rim on the top. And this is then the shape that was left of the lid for the teapot. So there is some wear, again, of that chrome on the little knob at the very top. And again, inside here, it says patent applied for. I think it looks like an old Airstream like camper, but the chrome is amazing on all sides. For just to have this teeny little chip here, means, I think it was used and loved because of where the wear is on it. And it has the lid for being such a cool, unique lid. I love that it's all together. So, all right, Mom's in it. Got it. Maria, Mom King, teapot. Counting her down. Thanks, Mom. I'm going to have to tape that lid back on because it likes to slide. We want to keep it intact. There we go. Perfect. Thank you so much. All right. What is next? Last thing in front of me, and then we'll go to a book pile. This is a new. I know I grabbed that off the shelf really fast. New. Well, it's not. What do I want to say? It's not old. New with tags. I want to say Annalie. Ray Dunn. All the words. It's a little organizer. It's got 6 little bins. It rotates on a Lazy Susan, and each one of the bins has a little label that you can take out. But right now it has the designs or the labels with the font of the Ray Dunn. So it says pencils, pens. I know Kristen is like, how much? Let's do $10. I probably put 12 to 14 at the booth. Pens, pencils, and it says Ray Dunn, things, stuff, more. So you can make it be whatever you want. It still has the barcode on the bottom, says Ray Dunn. So new with tags. A good little organizer. I like that it spins because then you can get to whatever you need to on your desk, or you could probably even have it on the kitchen counter for that matter. It's a galvanized metal with wood interior dividers and the wood base. So you can see right in there, all those ball bearings, making it a Lazy Susan. We got Miss Debbie in. Thank you, Deborah. Ray Dunn spinner. I usually see the mugs, so I liked being able to find something a little bit different and so utilitarian. All right, we got you, Miss Deborah. She's counting you down. I'm gonna put well, it won't fit in there. Just so you know, too, I want to tell you the size on it. It is 6 inches across, basically, each direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's almost 7.5 the longest way, and then 6 the other direction. And with the knob, it is 5 inches tall. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay. Stay over there, Mr. Gingerbread Man. Here, since he's here, I have a Santa egg. Someone hand painted it. I'm assuming some crafter over the years, but he is amazing on the face. This is a wooden egg. I probably put 12 on my booth so we can start him at 8. He's 5 inches tall, and I would say about 2 inches, 2.5 inches at the widest. So it's got a slice cut off so it can sit flat. Nice burgundy background. And then this amazing hand-painted face. Kind of like he's in a hood like the St. Nicholas with some berries and holly around the top up here. I can't point over there. And then, of course, his mustache and beard. Oh, he's got a signature. See if I can read that. It says, oh, S. Oh, I don't know. What do we got there? SYRE and then OE or OC. I don't recognize that. Whatever artist has a nice, cute little signature, but I like the old Santas. They also remind me of gnomes and all that as well. Very Nordic looking Santa. All right, we're going over here. When I did plush a couple weeks back, I had some of the Jellycat plush, and I have since found some Jellycat books. They have the little tail on the reindeer one. These are both board books. I have a tiger and I have a reindeer. These were originally $15 books. I would start them at, I'll start them at $6 here. So there's the original price tag on the back. You can see it says Jellycat. They're board books. It has like plush or fabric in his nose, and then it's got the plush in his ears on the body of the reindeer, and then it has the metallic like harness on the last page. Well, there's another page, and there it goes off with Santa Claus, and there's his little tail. Thank you, MJ. And then the tiger one has a little bit more wear on the spine, but we have, where we open it up, he has a fur here on the side and on his face. Where's it? He's got it on his nose, on his tail, and then the last one again has the metallic stars and moon, and then the tiger tail. So it would be choice. You can let us know, MJ, what you'd like for that. We got you. Thank you so much. Let's say Jellycat books. MJ. She's going to take both. ×2. Thank you. Tiger, reindeer. It makes me a little bit obsessive compulsive when I find one. I keep going back and back and back looking for more because I'm like, there's got to be more. I know there's more. The other two that I have, there's a little bit bigger book, so this is the size of that tiger one. I have Goodnight Bunny and Little Me, which is also bunny, and which is, that one is a little bit bigger. They are both, again, the Jellycat books. Let's see, right there and right there. These we can start at $8. I think they're about an $18, $19 original book. They are also the board book pages inside. And they have, okay, come on, open up. These two are barely even used. Look at the moon. Some great graphics. Has a mirror at the end of the book. Saying good night to you, good night to me. So that's a good night book. And then the little bunny, I love the graphics on this little critter too. Super cute. Look at all it's like Where's Waldo? Find the chickens, find the sunflowers. Look, I mean, the graphics are super cute on this one. Definitely could be up for an older age kids into the toddlers because of all the different things you can look for in the pictures. And this in the greenhouse. And then they're outside with the frog. And again with the chickens. The bees. Look at the bees. Oh my goodness. I love these books. Yep, and Cuddles. So that is the other two jelly cats that I found. And as always, if there's anything that we passed on throughout the night, you can send me a message, put a comment in the chat. Just let me know. Looks like MJ came in first there, Gail, with 8 on the choice. That's what Kristen saw. So Gail, let us know if you want to be 9 or higher or pass, either way. Keep tucking my foot underneath me and it stretches out my Achilles and it's already sore from walking around today. And then, okay, I know where we're going next. We'll let Gail give her a second here to respond. I thought I turned off that black light. Silly black lights. So, Little Bunny and Goodnight Bunny are the two titles. And Gail's going to be in at 9. Different authors and illustrators. I just assume that they have coordinated through Jellycat with the plush that they've made. MJ is out. All right. She's counting us down. Thank you, Miss Gail. If you'll be thinking about whether you would like Goodnight or Little Me Bunny. As she counts you down. Thank you, MJ. And we'll watch in the chat for that. And I'm going to get the next pile of books here quick. Oh, okay. Y'all make a bunch of noise over here. That's all we need. She's taking both. Thank you, Miss Gail. Where'd I put my pen? Whew. All right. Perfect. Got you down. So like I said, the other ones I pulled are Christmas books. I have Celebrating the Christmas Around the World and All About American Holidays. These would be a $6 start choice. They were both library books, so they have the code written on them. They were at Irving Elementary School and Buena Vista School District here in Colorado. The American Holidays has a really nice graphic cover with all different holidays featured on it. And inside it has over 50 holidays, describes what the holidays are. Let's see, what does it say? How they originated and how we observe them. And this is copyright 1962. So as over 50 different holidays throughout the year. There are not graphics throughout the book, but it is kind of interesting to see how some of the holidays have come about, how they were celebrated, and maybe even how it differs from today. The other choice is Celebrating Christmas Around the World. It was also at Buena Vista School District. Copyright. Oh, we're in Roman numerals. ML 67, I believe, is right there. MCMLXII. I think that's 67. So it goes through Africa and the countries in Africa, countries in Asia, Europe. So there's for me, I love the ones for Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Norway, Sweden. All my Scandinavian countries are in here. North America, and then the United States, how some of the different states observe Christmas, such as Alaska, Hawaii, Pennsylvania Dutch, and then South America as well. Oh, it is 62. All right, I overestimated by 5. Thank you. Again, no graphics throughout the book. It's all just, except for right there at the very end, there's a little bit of holly and berries. I think there's a few of those. Yeah, just throughout some of the pages. It does have a cellophane cover over the paper, the dust jacket. And the hardcover of the book is just plain. It's just an off-white with no graphics on it. So we have MJ in at 6 on choice. And what sticky notes are escaping me today? Let us be thinking about what you would like, Miss MJ. Is this the Christmas or holiday book? And she's taken both. Again, thank you so much. I love that they're vintage and holiday. Wonderful. So I'm going to try and put all the board books at one section so we can go through those. I have a Walt Disney's Santa's Toy Shop in a golden book. We have some little elves in there. It was written in as to who it was given to for Christmas of 1974. And the copyright was 1950, reprinted, 16th printing in 1974. Let's do a $4 start of them. All up at the workshop with Mrs. Claus. Great graphics. Here he is making the toys. I don't think it's numbered. The pages aren't numbered. All the way through the reindeer, delivering the toys down the chimney, and back up to the North Pole. And then he almost looks a little bit like Pinocchio there, that little elf. Do you think he'll be stopping at your house next year? Good condition on the spine and on the book itself. We got Seussical in at 4. All right. Thank you. You got it. Let me make sure I'm not. I want to duplicate myself. I want to try and be organized. Ha ha ha. This is the other non-board book I have. It is The Night Before Christmas. Paint with water. Kind of like the coloring books, but I love the front cover has that embossed kind of, you can feel the picture on the cover. Whitman, copyright 1978. So it has the color on the pages. It's so big, I can't even see it. Where you took the water with your brush and then you paint the pictures instead of coloring them. And it's got the Night Before Christmas story being told throughout. This is a bigger than normal coloring book. So it is 11 inches tall and almost 10 inches wide. Here's Santa. Oh, did I tell you a start? I bet you I didn't. Probably $5 start on this one. Sorry. Here's the Christmas tree. And I know you can't see the colors until I get really close. So it's still the blues, the reds, browns, yellow, green. Again, the whole night before Christmas story in the watercolor style. I think when I flipped through this, the majority of it has not been ever painted, except, oh, here's the nice big centerfold of Santa and his reindeer. Find the one section. This is the only part that I saw that was painted. Someone started with the hair on all the little kids tucked in bed with visions of sugar plum dancing in their heads. But it's not messily done, and that's the only part of it that has been used or started to be painted. I would have been 6 years old when this one came out. But yeah, the whole night before Christmas story again. All right, so you're going in the Christmas pile. Got it. Okay. Try and do some around the same size that we can do choices, so we're not here forever. Have a board book. The Pokey Little Puppies, First Christmas. This will be a $3 start. As I get whacked in the head. I'm familiar with Pokey Little Puppy. I don't know if I've read the Christmas one. He's helping out this little skunk. Something happened to the skunk out there when they got their Christmas tree, and the puppies are helping him. Oh, did I miss it? All right. Thank you, Suzical. I was going to look for a copyright for you too, quick. So, Ma, you want the paperweight? I'll put you down for it. Was it? I think it was 28, I think, but if not, we'll figure it out. So, Glass Eye Studio paperweight. Thank you for the alert. 1993 was the copyright on this, and then it was reprinted in 2002. So the story is older. It was at 30? Okay, thank you, Kristen. But it's been reprinted, and maybe because it was printed in the board book style. Got it. So, I love the names of the puppies. Pokey, Polly, Penny, Pickles, and Pat. All in their little dog bowls. So we have MJ in for the Pokey Puppy. Got it. So perfect. This one will be a choice. Again, a $3 start. Still in all the board book style here. The choice is How to Catch Santa. Oh, it does have someone did sign this one in here. I normally check for that, and I spaced it. It has all the little things like the kids, all the ideas. Lure him on a snow trip. Tie a net between the palm trees. Scatter carrots across the windowsill for the reindeer. Leave arrows along the stairs. Check with Grandma and Grandpa. And this one is copyright 2018, right there. We have MJ in on the Catch a Santa book. Oh, I told you there was a choice, didn't I? There's Catch a Santa. There's this one that is Jingle and Joy. So it's kind of a handled book. And it has little pages that pop open within the page. So this one is a little elf. And then the snowman. Get my thumb stuck. The gingerbread. It opens up here. It says point to all the gumdrops and say their colors. So it's kind of a hide and seek kind of finding book too. And then a reindeer. It says find which reindeer is first, which one is last, which one is second. So, and this one, let's see, 2016 was originally a $9 whatever price point. That's the word. So MJ is in at 3 on this choice, counting her down. So we have Catch a Santa or Jingle and Joy. And she's taking both. Thank you, Miss MJ. So again, $3 choice. This one is Snowball. Copyright 2018. Been looking for it's a snowball rolling down the hill. And he's singing and getting sticks and sheep and all the silly things that he's catching along the way. I've been looking for all sorts of fun board books and been saving them up, but I figured we needed to look at the holiday ones like we did the fall ones. And the other choice is the ABCs of Christmas. This one is a 2020 copyright, right there. And we go through, it says a big thing at the beginning about the story of Christmas. And then like A is for Angel, B is for Bethlehem, all the way through the alphabet. So that's the choice here. O is for ornaments. T is for 12 Days of Christmas. Z is for sleeping. Z's. Y is for Yuletide. So that is the choice for this one. Alphabet or Snowball. Thank you, MJ. ABC Christmas or Snowball. $3 each. These are a little bit bigger books. They're not the smaller, like handheld size. She's going for 2. I'm gonna have to go look for some more Christmas books for my booth, Miss MJ. But that's the point. They gotta go out somewhere. And you guys get first dibs. Okay, we're just gonna stick with the $3 choice. These are ones that have the little puppets throughout the whole book. So Friendly Little Snowman. So it tells the story through, and you have him like as a finger puppet through the book. And that is a 2017 copyright. And the other choice is the Santa finger puppet throughout the book. Oh, some of these graphics are fantastic. I've tried to really check out books, make sure that the spines are nice, that nobody chewed on them, and, you know, the pages aren't stuck together. Tried to give you the best, bring you the best of the best. And then at the end, he's in his sleigh with his reindeer. The Santa one is a, let's see. The sticker is over. Little Hippo Books. Where's the copy? Copyright 2020. Right there. Okay, so MJ is in on the choice for the finger puppet books. Santa or Snowman. Yep. She's taking both of those too. Thank you, ma'am. I am going to be up there this weekend, Miss MJ. I will be in Lakewood area for my show. So if you want to message me about meeting up, let me know, because I'm going to meet up with Kristen and I'm going to meet up with Heather. She has something for me too. Heather from Antique Agenda. I bought something from her in her sale. Thank you. I have a tall pile over there for when it's not holiday season. The show is at the Lakewood Trollheim Lodge, which is really close to Casa Bonita. And it's on Friday and Saturday, but I'm setting up Thursday. So all afternoon. Again, $3 choice. I have The Snowy Day, which is one of my favorite books, and Snowballs. I remember this book growing up. This one is really neat because they've taken paper and textures to do the graphics, like his pajamas and the snow and everything. And this one is obviously done in a board book style. I remember this one from being a kid. And the Snow Angels. And it's Viking Press. Copyright. Original copyright was 1962, but obviously this is a reprint about later. I love the graphics that they use for his pajamas and the snowflakes at the end. And the other choice here was Snowballs, and that is a snowman story where they've also taken like fabric to do the graphics, and then corn, popcorn, real berries, peanuts for the story. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, look at this squirrel. And this is a copyright of 95 right here. That gray, white on gray is really hard to read. And this is clever because it's the book looks this way, but they've done all the snowmans the long direction. Cardinals. They have all different snowman. Leaf, like real leaves in the picture. Buttons. Sticks. So Snowy Day and or Snowballs. MJ. $3 each. Take them both again. Oh, yeah. Yep. Here we go. Thank you, ma'am. I have 3 more choices. We might as well do it all at once. The Night Before Christmas. This one is copyright 1997 on the back. And it has like the old school pictures from, and then rewritten. Look at the Gone with the Wind lamp and the reindeer. So it's a little truncated version of it in terms of the pictures and everything, but it's taken the original story and some of the original graphics. Next choice is Christmas on Cuttlebug Lane. 2021 copyright. This is a Cottage Door Press. And it has the little fuzzy belly on the bear. And oh my gosh, oh, look at it, just so cute. A penguin and the bunny, and then it's got the openings between that you can feel the fuzz from for the scarf, and then it's on the bear on this page. And look at the turtle. Look at the ice skating turtle, and she's got like corduroy. This one is adorable. Gorgeous colors. And then it's her dress on this page. All the metallic snowflakes and tree decorations. And then some red felt fleece in here. And then it's for the birds at the end. And then the last choice is one of the younger kids style books. Like they're still putting things in their mouth. And they have like the crackle pages, and it's very simplified. Snow, snowball, snowman, gloves, hat, boots, snowsuit. And that is, who made this one? Bendon? It's machine washable. So if it gets spilled on, this is 2020 as well, copyright. So this is the kind that you don't have to worry about them chewing on the pages or anything. So here is those choices again. 1, 2, 3. Think we can get it. No, so close. Something like that. I can't get the third one to show. So MJ, let me know which ones you'd like. Times 3. You got it, MJ. This is my favorite. Find great books, pass them on to where they need to go. Thank you so much, Miss MJ. That is the end of the board books. I have, let's see. Oh, I gotta rearrange just a little bit. I have this Colorado Springs game, which it reminds me of what they're doing now, like the Monopoly games in anything, like Springsopoly, but this is all about Colorado Springs. I've had this before. It has, but mine was open before. These are sealed in the package, all the pieces, and the original coupons on the back, which I'll talk about in a minute, which are really fun. So if you're, I know there's not as many local people, that there are a few of them, a few out there, or if you're interested in Colorado Springs, where I live, where I grew up. This is the City Hall. This is the Antlers Hotel downtown. This is our Palmer statue in the middle of downtown. Air Force Academy Chapel, Pro Rodeo Hall of Fame. We have the Olympic Committee, Garden of the Gods, Pioneer Museum, some of our downtown buildings. So exciting, fast-moving game of travel from the Colorado Springs Chamber of Commerce. I think I put them out for about, I would put them out at 20 at my booth, so I would do 15 here. Like I said, these are sealed, cellophane sealed, so all the pieces. And then on the back, I was going to try and find if there was there it is. 1980 copyright. So all the information, any of the historical information, of course, will be the same, but anything up to date will not. They're 45 years ago, these were made. And we have the hot air balloon classic. And on the back, it has 3 sheets, and they're staggered, of coupons that came with them. And I was looking at them, like we have Lorig's was a Western wear store. That doesn't exist anymore. Swenson's ice cream, that doesn't exist. It's now a breakfast restaurant. Levine's was a bookstore. That's gone. Long John Silver's is gone. Just a lot of, nostalgia for anybody around here. So what does that one say? The Denver Warehouse, which was a furniture store, I believe. Tommy Wong's Island Restaurant. All sorts of fun stuff. So Gail is in at 15. I have 2 of them. Anyone else is interested? I have 2. The only thing it doesn't tell me on the outside of the box is what kind of pieces are in it. It just says all about town, limited edition, Colorado Springs, Colorado. And I believe it says that plus that copyright on all 4 sides. And then the back, it just has the 3 pages of coupons, and then the front has all that great graphics of all the different locations in town. So, and it's almost 14 inches wide by 11, and it is 1 inch thick. So we got Gail, I'm counting her down. Colorado Springs game. You got it. You can let me know if you want 2 by chance. I'm thinking you only need 1, but just in case you need 2, Miss Gail, you let me know. Thank you so much. All right. I have 2 things left. We're at 9:30. I think we're going to call that pretty close. Oh, all right. Truck, you just fall down there. Oh, she's taking 2 times 2. Thank you, Gail. Times 2. You got it. And then I think we'll just call it a night. We have 2 things left. It puts me right about on time. And leaves a few things I can pull to take with me just in case we don't find any goodies on the road in 2 days next week. I will probably put a few of the Scandi items, the smaller Scandinavian items, in my to-go box for next week. And there's going to be a little surprise after that. We're going to be around Steven's house as well. So I think the plan is I'm going to be on his channel. He's going to be on my channel, on us together on those channels in a row for on the road. So that'll be kind of fun to do some stuff, and we can pull anything we want from his shop for that matter as well. So you guys can see his shop a little bit more. It's always fun to go looking around his shop. Yes, thank you so much for the thumbs up and coming and hanging out. I appreciate it. Clown alert, just in case anyone has an issue with clowns or circuses. This is a Capitol Records book and record combo, Bozo at the Circus, and it is a full color hardcover with pages in here. So it has a story on the one side and then a full color picture on this side of the circus tent. Trying to think of where, and then it has the records in the back. I think I need to ask around a $30 start on this. I will find a copyright for you as well, because then I'm going to show you some amazing pictures. Where was it? I know I saw it. 1946. Back here on the blue, made in the USA. Has the records in the back that go along with the story. You can see both of them here that say Bozo at the Circus. Sides 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, there's 4 records? No. Okay. Oh, these are the heavy records too. These are the thick records. So it's size 1, 4, 2, and 3 that coordinates with the book. Now, this would be one that I would be tempted to take a picture out and frame it, because that is just amazing right there. I love the giraffe. So we have all the different circus animals. The lion, giraffe, the hippopotamus, the hyena, or what are we calling this? Yeah, laughing hyena, tigers, And it tells you which side of the record each page is on as well. It tells you what Bozo's saying and the monkey. This one has the monkey. Yeah, the artwork is amazing. I am anti take it apart and frame it if it is intact, but this would be one I'd be tempted to. The seal, because it did say 46, is only, 4 years younger than my mother. I mean, it's what? It's amazing. I mean, the condition is crazy cool. A camel, the elephant. I saw a couple on eBay. There's the ringmaster. One on eBay didn't have the records with it, and they were asking $20 with shipping. There's the parade, the lion with some tigers, trapeze artist. She's riding the horse. I mean, there's probably 20 some pages of full page color graphics that could be framed and hung or sold for that matter. The cowboys and Native Americans and their little show. There's the clowns again. Sorry, clown alert. And again, the firefighter one. And then it talks about how it's a children's book that talks. And it has pictures of the person who's dressed up as Bozo the clown, like a photograph of him with the kids. And then here at the back, it shows other records that Capitol Records did in these kind of storyways. Probably they're really tiny ones, but there's a good dozen different choices. Picture books that talk. So Jack and the Beanstalk, Uncle Remus, yeah, Christmas Carol. But the spine for how old it is in great condition, and then the back is just plain. So yeah, if somebody had like a circus themed like theater room, these would be amazing hung up as artwork. So that is that choice. And the last one for the night, kind of a silly one, but a fun a gift. I have no idea what these originated for. This is called Build a Garden, and I'd like to start at $8. I'd probably put 12 in my booth. It comes in its own plastic container with a lid and a handle. Lock shut. Has a whole garden kit for building flowers. So the theory of like stacking Legos, build your own flowers. And there's somewhere in here, I like the things for the middle of the flowers and the leaves. So you can change up all the different colorway. I thought it'd be a fun, interactive kids kind of play set. There's a whole bunch of leaves in the middle sections in different colors, different shapes, like this. Purples, blues, yellows, pinks, reds. There's a few of them that probably need to get pulled out. Looks like one, like somebody tried to pull it apart and popped a petal on it, but the whole thing is full of them. Here's the picture of like what they look like all built. That would be a good question. Let me put on some glasses and tell you. It says 3 years and up, recommended age. Flower building toy. 3 years and up. Looks like it's made in China. Produced in 2022. So here's a scanner on that side. There's nothing else other than, there went a flower. Those are the 2 stickers that came on it originally. Does that answer your question for ages, MJ? Oh, here's another center. So it's kind of like building a tower. I think where you'd have a problem, I mean, some of the pieces are small. They're talking about choking hazards, and some, if they get stuck together, obviously it takes a little bit more patience to pull them apart instead of, breaking them apart per se. So we got MJ in. I will go through it and make sure that there is not anything else crazy in there. Oh, and it has a stand. I didn't see that for putting the flowers in. So kind of like a puzzle piece here. There's got to be more of those in the bottom that you can put the flowers in to build the garden. So, all right, cool. Put MJ. Flower building set. You got it. Thank you so much, Miss MJ. We'll get that one. Make sure it gets back in the box. They're a little bit, they were all settled in there until I opened it and trying to pick pieces out to show you. So I'll get it all shook back down in there and fixed into the box. So, all right. I think we have done all that we pulled out for tonight. So thank you so much for coming to the sale. Thank you, Kristen, for all of your help. I appreciate it so much. I need to double check with you for when we're meeting up this weekend. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate it. So it's going to be a busy weekend and turnaround time to getting back out around, for our trip as well. But we will see you on the road next week. I can't, like I said, try to remember, where are we going to be? I think we're going to be in, shoot. I know we're going to be the first night. I can't remember where we're going to be the second night. Oh, I think we're going to be around Springfield, Missouri, give or take. So I think that's where we'll have a few different places we're going to go snooping at. That's the whole point of trying to have some time for driving and looking at places and stopping wherever we want. We get to not work, quote unquote. There's no show that we're doing this time around. Visit some friends, visit some relatives, do some snooping and have some time off for us. And Jeff gets to use some of his time from work. So I think that does it for us for tonight. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate you so much. And we'll see you next week on the road. Good night. Thanks again, Kristen.